you crazy motherfucker. My name is Ray Daniel, and I'm a fuck that motherfucker.
Hola people of the Comic Crazy Show, the Halloween special, episode 74. I'm very glad that you're able to be here watching me in front of the TV. Point is, I hope you enjoyed the clips of these movies, classics from the late 70s, all of 80s, and pretty much no 90s. But pretty much you saw Reanimator, Evil Dead clips. You saw Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness. You saw Glass House on the left. You saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 1 and 2, and some other one, I forgot. But I'm very glad that you guys are here. So we're going to be talking about some things about that really don't pertain to the Halloween special, but since it's October, we always do this every year. I'm sorry, I was trying to make a movie this year, the follow-up to The Cave. I know all you people have seen The Cave. It's that what me, Robert Gonzalez, and Marty were able to do back in October 2000. And so maybe Christmas will be a good day. Christmas Day, Cave 2. Okay, so first I'm going to talk about sniper attacks. All you people out there in La La Land know that there's been a crazy-ass motherfucker shooting people in a sniper attack 150 yards out, and he's able to get his idea of having a mission to snuff people out basically with one shot. I firmly believe it must be a military trained U.S. citizen. Well, we don't know yet, but I'm almost positive it might be a Ranger or a Navy SEAL guy, someone who has had extensive training in using those kind of rifles and military bullets. So chances are, remember back in 1995 April, Timothy McVeigh, back in 91, he was a Persian Gulf veteran. He fought for the U.S. Then 4 years later, he blows up the fucking the building up in Oklahoma City. So it goes to show that, you know, we have the terrorist thing that we have to look out for. But we also got to worry about this fucking sniper. And I think he's being symbolic because Washington is one of the places that got hit by September 11th. So he gets probably annoyed, and he might not even be a U.S. citizen. He could be a foreigner or all that. All I'm saying, you got to be a lame-ass piece of shit to be taking out people from a distance where you're not even seen, they don't even know what's going on. You have people pumping gas at gas stations. You know what they've been doing? I heard about this because I have a friend of mine who lives in Washington, Maryland, Virginia area. She was telling me that when people are pumping the gas at the gas station, what they're doing is running back and forth. They're they're constantly moving. In case the sniper is trained on them, they won't have to worry about maybe it might be not a fatal wound, but a ricochet or whatever. So I can feel bad for the city of Washington and all of Maryland, and it's already number 8 I feel it's the new millennial serial killer. I hope he gets caught. We all know that he left a tarot card saying, "Dear Mr. Policeman, I am God." And it goes all the way back to Son of Sam, Hillside Strangler. They always get this rush off of feeling that godlike power when they're taking somebody out. And it just makes it really clear to me knowing that people in the U.S. are willing to do that against other people here in our own homeland. So I hope that guy gets caught. And you know, I believe in the U.S. Constitution. I think it's the greatest piece of paper ever written in the history of the world. But they also put this cruel and unusual punishment. I say let's just forget about that and we'll string him by the balls and then we'll just drag him through the streets. But then I know a lot of people will say, but you're having that third world mentality. But yeah, the third world mentality is there's no snipers out there doing that to their own citizens. They already have enough to worry about from hunger and famine. So guess maybe we'll make a case for this guy if he ever does get caught, the sniper. Or you know what? How about this? We'll put him in the Roman Colosseum, and then we'll have like 100 U.S. Marshals, trained marksmen, and then they'll all take one shot at each, see if they can get him out first. If the Roman Empire were doing that back 1,000 years ago, why not us now? Just for that guy, the sniper, because that is one pussy ass motherfucker. I hope he gets caught, and if he does, in the process of getting caught, I hope he doesn't shoot himself in the head, because then he robbed the satisfaction of all we're trying to do in trying to get this guy back to us, to U.S. justice. Enough about the sniper. Fuck the sniper. Down with the sniper. Okay. This weekend in Indonesia, a bomb went off, killing 188 tourists and citizens of Indonesia and Bombay. 2 of those people were American. The Indonesian government believes that it might have been Al-Qaeda. Also that same day, a bomb blew up in front of the U.S. Embassy in Tel Aviv Friday, I'm sorry. So it just goes to show we have U.S. interest in every country where people can want to kill us. Supposedly we're the ugly Americans. Fuck that shit. I hope Al-Qaeda loses more of its power, but apparently not, because they were able to kill 188 people, including 2 Americans. Okay, in the Tel Aviv, Israel incident, the would-be suicide bomber would try to rush to the U.S. Embassy, and the U.S. Embassy security were able to wrestle the man down to the ground, strip off the bomb, and carry him away. So, well, we all know he must be a Palestinian, but the U.S. is the wrong target you're going for. I won't say anything else about that. Okay, in Portland, Oregon, a man was charged with making terroristic threats along with 5 others. He told people that he wanted to go after U.S. schools, blow up 1,000 kids. You know what? I'm glad he's caught. I hope he gets butt-fucked with the fucking broom handle, get broken off, and then slammed in with the fucking hammer. And then like give him like a peanut butter and jelly diet for the next 2 weeks. Fucking asshole motherfucker. Portland, Oregon. Who would think there'd be terrorists up there? But apparently there's a lot of them in this country. And you know, I noticed every episode I talk more and more about terrorists. It's just I'm repeating the current affairs, current news. So I'm sorry if I'm making you depressed out there in La La Land. You see the depression bit I did earlier. Okay, on a good note, Jimmy Carter, he was a president in the 70s for the U.S. He won the Nobel Peace Prize for his past work in 25 years of humanitarian aid and international conflict mediation. So he was also responsible for Camp David Accords between Israel and I'm sorry, I forgot. I should have looked it up. Okay, so enough about that. Jimmy Carter won the Nobel Peace Prize. Okay. And we all know that fuck, Jerry Falwell. We all know who he is. He tried to run for president maybe 10 years ago, 12 years ago. Jerry Falwell, he's a big time, I have no idea what, he is a televangelist? Is that what he is? Okay, so Jerry Falwell said last week, he was quoted as saying, I think Muhammad was a terrorist, he was a violent man, he was a man of war. Apparently, in India, they found out about the remark that Jerry Falwell said. There's been riots every day, 5 people have been killed in India between the Hindus and Muslims due to the fact that American fuck said, I think Muhammad's a terrorist. You know, Jerry Falwell's a terrorist. Hasn't he heard about give peace a chance? You know, I hope he dies from a chicken bone. I really do. Alrighty. Then in Cedar Grove, Wisconsin, very sad news. There was a very bad car pileup on the interstate in Wisconsin, killing 10. And a lot of the witnesses said that was one of the most horrific things they ever saw. Cars after cars of debris, bodies burning, body parts everywhere. But 10 were killed instantly. Okay, then in Berlin, in Germany, 2 zookeepers were suspended and fired from their job because after zoo officials at the zoo noted there was some chicken, Tibetan mountain chicken and sheep missing from the zoo. It turns out that 2 of the zookeepers barbecued the animals that they were supposed to take care of. What is wrong with that? You know, apparently those the animals that were eaten by the zookeeper, they were part of a small part of the zoo that was a petting zoo. So for weeks, these animals being petted by normal, loving kids, and apparently when the zookeeper were hungry, they slaughter them, then barbecue them, and eat them. Fucking zookeeper. Remind me never to go see a zoo in Berlin. Alrighty. And then it was 40 years ago this month that the world was on the brink of nuclear destruction. The president of Russia was stockpiling missiles in Cuba back in 1962 that were able to go 1,500 miles across the Gulf of Mexico and into U.S. cities. President Kennedy back at the time told him, keep it up, we're going to go to war, fuck you. And it was a very tense 2 days. A lot of people thought they were going to die. They thought it was going to be total nuclear destruction, death everywhere. But President Kennedy was able to divert most of the negative tension that were concerning the 2 countries. And then the president of Russia, Soviet Union, told Fidel Castro, you know what, let's send the missiles back home. They don't need to be so close to U.S. soil. And then we all know what happened to President Kennedy. He was dead a year later. Okay, well people, I'm out of here. I hope you enjoyed the Halloween special. So I'll see you next week. Next week will be a great, 14 days from now will be a great show. It's going to be the classic milestone, the 75th show. We might have a barbecue for that thing. So we'll see. I'll invite you down. Forbidden Zone Saturday night midnight. Robert Gonzalez. Thursday night at midnight. And of course the Call Me Crazy show Wednesday and Friday midnight. I'm out of here. I love you guys. And a last thing I want to say to my fan KH, you rock. Bye.
Like you've never seen a brown person before. Just like our clique, smoking bunk and doing crack in '94. And everyone saying, look at the Forbidden Zone, rip out the hookah and more. The only difference is cluckers on TV, La Llorona, making them G's. And still hanging out being baked and selling out just like we did back in the day when we were in Sunset Foothills. But, straight up to you, we just keep going. We're strong. That's the way we are. We grew up. So one more time, let me tell you. It goes, yes, so many crazy songs, we're crazy, all you other than crazy artists, put those those ladies who want the real Ray Daniel. Please smoke dope, please smoke dope, please smoke dope. Yes, I'm really crazy, yes, I'm the real crazy. All you other lame crazy are just for those ladies who want the real Ray Daniel. Please smoke dope, please smoke dope, please smoke dope. All you TV acts are scared, cause you know we got the top ratings on this air. The only difference is we've been doing this for 13 years. Marty running around, grabbing his you-know-what. But he's so cute, though. And that's why we say Ray, Rob, Roach, Paul, Stoney, Louie, Rudy, even Cliff, Coy with the mafioso, and all I forgot, I'm holding a 40. I'm the real crazy, all you other lame crazy are just putos ladies who want the real Ray Daniel. Please smoke dope, please smoke dope, please smoke dope. Yes, I'm really crazy, yes, I'm the real crazy, all you other lame crazy are just putos ladies who want the real Ray Daniel. Please smoke dope, please smoke dope, please smoke dope. Yes, I'm really crazy, yes, I'm the real crazy, all you other lame crazy are just putos ladies who want the real Ray Daniel. Please smoke dope, please smoke dope, please smoke dope. If we don't make it, then no one else will.
Don't miss it, mother booger.
It was. I'm probably recording over it.
My name is Ray Daniel. I'm a crazy motherfucker. I get so wasted on TV. I knew this motherfucker since 2nd grade. He's a fucking crazy, insane bitch. And he's great. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. I fucked up. We're gonna do it. 1. We'll start from the beginning again with